So the situation really has evolved very rapidly over the 24 hours, and as I'd indicated, it's because we've found an unrecognised strand of infection. So when we've tracked back the movements of a case which provided the missing link between those exposure venues, we do the contact tracing, and what that has unearthed is a large number of cases. And those cases were infectious in the community. So it's not necessarily we're behind in the contact tracing.
This is such a crock of shit.
So can I please urge anybody who leaves the house, assume that you have the virus or that people you come into contact with have the virus and act accordingly.
His name's Schiff Thomas. He's a paranoid schizophrenic.
The community in New South Wales.
Minister, the Delta variant is more transmissible, but is it more deadly?
What we know is it's definitely more transmissible, and the early evidence is it could actually cause greater difficulties for individuals, so we are taking a precautionary principle. None of this science is exact at the present time, as you'd expect, because it's evolving across the world.
They're only as good as the world allows them to be. I'll show you. When the chips are down, these civilized people, they'll eat each other.
So I remind you that the regional communities are very aware when they see someone from out of town arrive, and they'll make sure the police know. And finally, I want our community to understand that take it seriously, because
You're building a rat ship here. A vessel for seagoing snitches. And if you think you're preparing these minnows for manhood, you better think again.
But whether it will be policed in terms of regional travel, yes, the police have made clear, Deputy Commissioner Woolboys has made clear that police have been tasked to be on the lookout for any vehicles that may have come from the Greater Sydney area. And I remind you that they have all sorts of technology these days, including recognition of number plates. And finally, I just remind the community, our community, to understand that take it seriously, because if the police officer detects that you're there and there's, say, 5 people in the car, that's potentially, if he decides you're going to go to court, $11,000 times 5 maximum fine, $55,000, and each of the individuals could end up, if they go to court and the court considers it's appropriate, having a 6-month jail sentence. So take it very, very seriously.
Tonight we must remain steadfast. We must remain determined. But most of all, we must remain united. Those caught tonight in violation of curfew will be considered in league with our enemy and prosecuted as a terrorist without leniency or exception.
I want to see his face.
Tonight, I give you my most solemn vow that justice will be swift, it will be righteous, and it will be without mercy.